Welcome everybody, we're rolling. Here we are, and it's our Halloween special. You ready for this?
It is indeed. Oh, by the way, I have to say, actually, you know that thing where people get really annoyed about Christmas decorations going up too early? I have seen a fair amount of Christmas decorations recently here in Japan, and it's not even like this is before Halloween. It's like a week or two before Halloween. But
Christmas decorations started going up here in shops and everything a few weeks ago. They've really gone for it.
It's ridiculous. Although I did, I saw a Christmas tree
in September.
I saw a Christmas tree decorated with pumpkins and Halloween stuff. Fair enough.
Oh, okay, that's what it's called. Well, I've done a bit of decorating today. Ooh. I got this as well. This is supposed to be a witch's hat, but now I've put it on. It doesn't look like it at all.
I don't know. I think it looks wonderful.
Yes or no, Keith?
Oh yeah. It's
okay,
wonderful.
I'll keep it on there.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
So, welcome everybody to our Halloween special. As usual, it is me, Mark Margerson, coming to you live from London, along with
Keith, coming to you live from Tokyo. Well, you know, just outside Tokyo.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's it, isn't it?
What are they watching, Mark?
Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, and get ready to play our horror-themed episode of Lights, Camera, Quiz. So yeah, Halloween themed. This is all going to be about horror films.
Makes sense.
Which is something you're 50-50 on, aren't you, really, Keith?
Well, so what it is when I was a kid, I was super into all of those movies. No, it's just that, like, when I was young, too young to be watching them, I was, like, really into them. But yeah, I guess, like, from teenage onwards, it's not really a genre that I've watched.
Okay, that's cool. Because a lot of them, obviously, the older ones, you've got like the creature feature ones, the old black and white ones, the Hammer horror films, and then obviously the more modernish slasher films. Then the 90s, which weren't a great decade for horror films, but then the newer ones.
Don't go dissing the 90s.
There wasn't very many. Did you know, like in 1983, I think something like 60% of films were horror films. But in the 90s, there was Scream. I know we did last summer.
Oh yeah, like
Cherry Falls, Urban Legend, Brain Scan, that was a good one. But you could literally list them.
Yeah, but I remember reading that in the 80s there was like 290 horror films or something.
Yeah, probably there was loads.
Like that.
Most, because the thing is I think The Exorcist and Halloween changed everything. Yeah. Sorry people, I'm just, But yeah, so obviously it was all like the Hammer horror, the creepy, a little bit campy sort of Christopher Lee ones. Then I think The Exorcist just killed it stone dead, didn't it?
Yeah.
If you'll pardon the pun. But no one had ever seen anything like it. Then Halloween, Friday the 13th, slash movies had their heyday. And sadly they got oversaturated.
Somehow, I managed to go all the way to the age of like 19 without seeing The Exorcist. And I remember first time I saw it was around a friend's house. And we had indulged in some herbal tea. And then someone put that on. And I just remember being genuinely stunned by the vomiting scene. When the head turned around, there's vomit.
Oh yeah, when her head turns and she's...
I just remember going, wow, I did not expect that. And everyone thought I was joking.
It's pretty shocking, isn't it?
Well, because they were all like, how could you not know about that scene?
But it's such extreme vomit. It now just makes me laugh because it reminds me of the, in Little Britain with the two old ladies that just go like that. So it kind of looks comical now, the vomit. But
okay. Anyway, maybe we should stop talking about vomit.
Yeah. Well, you brought it up.
Yes. Yeah.
See what I did there?
I do.
Okay, so this one is this is quite an easy one actually. The general trivia. It's just general trivia about horror films, Keith. How hard can that be?
All right.
Pen and paper.
Booyah!
You should have got
pen and paper.
Ah, good work. Anyway. Okay, well done. So, write your answers down on this one, Keith. Fairly simple general trivia. Question number 1 is the film Halloween. Oh, that started it all. Halloween is set in which town? which town? I always see people with like t-shirts on that say the town.
Really?
And it's like, yeah, they're quite common. It's quite niche, but you know. Speaking of locations, Friday the 13th is set at which camp?
Oh, okay. Got that one.
And it's not Sleepaway Camp, because that's another movie.
Yeah.
This hat's really annoying. Okay, so you've written that one down. Question number 3. The Hewitt family appear in which horror film? The Hewitt family. Bit of a messed up family.
I don't know, but I have a good guess purely because it's a family.
Well, there could be a few. Well, anyway, again, number 4 is in the film The Strangers. Quite a good film. Remember when the strangers have like the masks on and they break in his house and they kill people, and at the end, guy's lying there, about to be killed. He says to them, "Why did you do this?" Why do they respond?
I mean, spoilers.
Actually, I should probably rephrase that.
You've just spoiled
They
the fact
say-
that they...
yeah, that's true actually. Yeah, sorry for spoilers there. Yeah, he says, "Why are you doing this to us?" And they respond with, "What?" How do they respond to that question? It's creepy. Okay, number
Because
5
it's in the
is
script.
an easy one for you, Keith.
Right, go ahead.
Sorry? Okay, number 5, an easy one I think for you here, Keith. Who wrote Pet Sematary?
Very easy one, yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen the
fan.
remake, by the way?
Yes, I have, yeah.
It's very good. Yeah.
I can't remember it very well, but yeah, I have seen it, yeah. And I saw the original movie.
Yeah.
And I've read the book. Sorry.
Oh, you had to trump me there with the reading the book, didn't you? Right, okay. Okay, so, answer time. My hat's fallen off. See, I told you, that wasn't a particularly hard round, was it, Keith?
No, that was all right.
You might do quite well in this one.
I'd say I got 3 of those. I imagine.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Usually,
Okay,
with
so
all
number
of these
1.
questions, I know when I'm right, and if I don't know I'm right, that means I've got it wrong, essentially.
That does actually make sense, yes. Okay, so number 1 was Halloween is set in which town?
Portland, because it's
No, the answer is
a town that I can think
Haddonfield.
of. Where is that?
Haddonfield. In fact, I think that's the opening. I think it must be in Illinois because it says Illinois. It says Haddonfield, IL. I think at the start. Haddonfield.
Yeah, right, that'd be Illinois.
Yeah. So yeah.
With ridiculous
Okay, number
spelling.
2, Friday the 13th.
That's an easy one. Yeah. So Camp Crystal Lake, of course,
Is set
iconic. Yeah.
Camp Crystal Lake. Yes.
Yeah, you're going back to Blood Camp.
Sorry.
You don't remember that? The whole, they've reopened Blood Camp.
Oh, Crazy Ralph.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3 was the Hewitt family appear in which horror film?
Okay, so I think just because it has family in there, the most messed up family has to be the family in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Correct. So you could. I was thinking maybe. You could have gone with like Amityville or something like that. But that was the DeFeo family. But I was trying to think of families. But yeah, it is the
It's a very messed up family.
Yeah.
I know you're
The
not
Texas
much of
Chainsaw
a, I
Massacre.
know you're not much of a gamer, but if I think it's Resident Evil 7, it's very Chainsaw Massacre-esque. It's
Oh
yeah.
really?
Yeah, you should maybe check that game out. It's
maybe,
got that
maybe I
whole
should.
messed up
There we
family.
go.
You should.
In The Strangers, at the end, they say to the killers, "Why are you doing this?" And their response was,
I've just written because it's in the script.
I mean, technically that is true, that they did have to do it because it was in the script, yes. But their actual answer was, because you were home. Which is quite creepy, isn't it? They just did it because they were there.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this to us? Because you were home.
But technically my answer is correct, so half a point.
Half a point, then. Go on.
Yeah, okay, no, not really.
That's me just opening the floodgates, so now everything is going to be half a point, isn't it? But
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Number 5, an easy one. Who wrote Pet Sematary?
It was, of course, Mr. Stephen King.
Stephen King. It was the fantastic Stephen King. Oh, so you did very well there.
I did.
You did get 3.
I got 3. Yeah. It's amazing. Speaking of Stephen King, it's amazing how many of his books are great books and then make terrible movies.
Yeah, I mean, some of them I remember the covers were really good, like Graveyard Shift and the Tommyknockers and stuff, but they weren't really great movies, were they? I used to spend many a weekend renting them from my local video shop, and not Christine's good. The car
Have I seen the movie of that? I don't know.
with the evil car. Yeah, that's pretty good. But here's a fun fact for you, Keith. Don't know if you know this. You know, in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Right.
the film. Technically, no one ever breaks the law. They literally massacre a lot of people, but according to the law at the time in Texas, in the 70s, if someone were to break into your house or trespass on your property, you were legally allowed to kill them using any means necessary to defend yourself. So the fact that he gets a chainsaw and kills them, he's not actually a criminal. He wouldn't have even got a criminal record for that.
Yeah. I don't know. The very fact that you know that makes me worried that possibly you have a criminal record.
Well, I don't actually. No. I don't even have a criminal record player. But boom.
I tell you what, though. Actually, this might sound shocking, but the other day I witnessed a kidnapping. I mean, it was just a kid sleeping in the park, but I thought, best not disturb him. And
a kidnapping. Very good, Keith. Yeah, your one was better than my one, wasn't it?
I don't know. They were both pretty terrible.
Yeah. Well, should we then, on that, jump round two? Oh, and this one is simply called Who Goes There? Who Goes There?
Who ghosts there?
Yeah. Creepy one about ghosts in films. But
So
not
who
all
ghosts
ghosts in
there?
films are creepy. Yeah.
Very true.
Because you know how you get films, like Ghost Dad? It was quite a nice film.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny
there's some-
because he wasn't a creepy ghost in the movie, but he turned out to be a very creepy human being in real life.
Wow, that's very true, actually, yeah. Ugh. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't delve into that one so early.
Next.
This is meant to be a scary episode, but maybe not that scary. Okay, so what this one is, Keith, is that I'm going to show you, it's a picture round, so I'm going to show you a picture of 2 people that star in a film together. Now, in the film, one of them is a ghost, one of them isn't. So you just have to tell me who ghost there. Okay, so
Bruce Willis.
picture number
Bruce Willis
1.
is the ghost.
Ah, well, guess what? Bruce Willis isn't even in this round. So I made sure of that.
You took out the obvious one. Okay.
Right. Exactly. You ready? Right, so
Okay.
this one right here. This is Reese Witherspoon and Mark Ruffalo in the lovely film Just Like Heaven. One of those people in that picture plays a ghost in the film, but which one? Okay, so number 2. Here we have the gorgeous Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore, or Demi Moore as she calls, in Ghost. One of them in the film is a ghost, one of them is not. Which one is the ghost?
I mean, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Well, yeah, but at least I didn't put the Sixth Sense in there. Okay, number 3.
Although, if any young people are watching this, if like someone who's like 25 is watching this, they won't know.
I've got to take this hat off. I think this is just really. I don't know why hats are so itchy. Putting it down there is even worse, actually, isn't it? Anyway, here's the third picture. Can you see? So you've got there Kevin Costner and Ray Liotta.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
In the film. Do you know the film, actually?
I do know the film.
Yeah.
And therefore I know
Field of Dreams.
the answer.
And one of them is a ghost.
Classic.
One of them isn't.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay, and the next one is, we have the very funny film Ghost Town, and here it's Ricky Gervais and Greg Kinnear. Who's the ghost?
Right?
And the last one, which I imagine is easy for you as well, here we have Winona Ryder and Gina Davis in the film Beetlejuice. One of them is a ghost in the film. Which one?
Right? Yep, okay. Also.
Oh, so you're quite confident on that one?
Loved that movie when I was a kid. I am positive that I have 4 of those.
Oh,
correct.
well, let's find out which 4. Answer time.
All right.
Yes. So number 1, okay, was of course Just Like Heaven. Just Like Heaven. Great song as well. With Reese Witherspoon and Mark Ruffalo. Which one of them is a ghost?
Mark. Yeah, Mark.
You've literally got a 50-50 chance. John Heed is in it. Yeah, it's quite. She's a doctor. She gets killed. She doesn't know that she's dead. So, and then yeah.
So it's Sixth Sense, the doctor version.
It's a rom-com version of The Sixth Sense, yeah. Which I think is probably how they pitched it.
Right.
Number 2 was of course in Ghost. You've got Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore. Which one is the ghost?
Yeah, easy. That one is obviously Patrick Swayze.
It is. Sam Wheat is his name. Sam Wheat?
Yeah.
That was me doing. Whoopi Goldberg, you got it. Yes, so Patrick Swayze is the ghost in that one. Number 3, Kevin Costner and Ray Liotta in Field of Dreams.
Well, Kevin Costner is clearly not a ghost, so it has to be Ray Liotta.
Why do you say clearly not a ghost? He could be.
Wouldn't that have put a huge twist on the whole thing if it turned out he was a ghost who thought he was a person who thought he was communicating with ghosts, but the reason why he could communicate with them is because he was a ghost.
Because he was a ghost. There's actually films not a million miles off. Actually, no, I was going to say there's a 60s film, you won't know it, called Carnival of Souls, where the girl dies. Same thing, she doesn't know she's dead throughout the whole thing. Spoilers, sorry.
Carnival of Souls.
But the other one is, remember The Others with Nicole Kidman? And in that film, what's really creepy is she's in a big house and you assume it's haunted because she can hear people walking around and her children are like the house is haunted. Then at the end you realise they're the ghosts and they're haunting the people that live there, they just couldn't see them. Which is actually loose.
You know what? I want to watch that movie after you've said that.
You don't need to watch it now, I've just saved you 2 hours. But that's actually almost like a remake of an old 60s Deborah Kerr film called The Innocents, where it's the same thing. She thinks there's ghosts there, but actually it turns out they're the living people looking at her. But anyway, yeah. This one, Ghost Town.
Yeah. So
who dared?
I don't know who Greg is, but I know that Ricky Gervais is not a ghost. Yes. Therefore, Greg is the ghost, and I've written Greg.
Well done. Yes, that's correct. Yes. And last but not least, Beetlejuice. Can't say his name 3 times. Gina Davis, Winona Ryder. Which one is the ghost?
It is, of course, Gina Davis.
It is Gina Davis, yes, well done.
Day-o. You say day-o.
Yes, yeah.
Hey, did you know that originally Beetlejuice was going to be a straight-up horror movie? Like a full-on, apparently it was going to be very violent. It was going to be very gory. The original story was that, I seem to recall reading this, because I find it strange that it was oddly specific. It was like a demon who was in the body of a Middle Eastern man, which makes no sense, because I believe Michael Keaton was already attached. But I don't know.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not surprised, yeah. I mean, I was a bit disappointed, because I thought The Wolf of Wall Street was going to be scarier, but, sort of more funny than anything, wasn't it, really? But, that's a joke. And while we're talking about wolves, this next round is imaginatively titled, How's About Bat? Okay, so welcome to Howls About Bat. See? So it's
very dramatic.
Bit of werewolves, bit of vampires. Couldn't decide, so I thought I'd merge the two.
You thought you'd Twilight them?
Yes, exactly that, yes. Or Cabin in the Woods, have you seen that?
Yeah, great movie.
With all the different, So, sorry me, I just burped then, pardon me. Okay, so this one, got some pictures to come up on the screen for you, Keith. Okay.
Alright.
So, and you just have to tell me, for example, in this first one, which film it's from. So, here's a picture of a vampire. Oh, look how scary he is, Keith. But is that vampire from From Dusk Till Dawn, Lost Boys, or Fright Night?
Yeah, pretty darn sure I know that one.
And here we have the next picture. This is of a scary werewolf. Ooh. But is this from the film Dog Soldiers, Teen Wolf, or The Howling? So the next one, I'm going to name 4 films. Okay? 4 films that...
4.
The titles are quite, generic. And you just have to say, is it a vampire film or a werewolf film? Okay, which of the 2 is it? So, the first one is Let the Right One In.
Right.
The Swedish film. Second one is...
Sorry, I have to write... So I need to... Wait. Okay, so first one, Let the Right One In. Yeah.
Let the Right One In. Second one is Night Watch, the Russian film. 3 is Ginger Snaps. And 4 is Cursed. Vampire or werewolf? In fact, it's not the... I've got it here, next to my giant spider. There's an old Ewan McGregor film called Night Watch, if you've seen it. That's actually quite a scary film, good twist in that, where he works in a morgue. It's not that one. It's a Russian film called Night Watch.
Oh, okay. Right.
Question number 4, which is Corey Haim. Remember Corey Haim? R.I.P.
Oh, yeah, I loved Corey Haim.
Yeah, starred in a werewolf film in the 80s. What was the name of the film?
Do you know what? I haven't seen this, but I think I know it, because I remember seeing it in, like, video stores back in the day.
Yep.
And wanting to watch it.
It's good.
We'll talk about this. I'm curious if this is the one...
the title... Yeah.
Alright.
You know it's a werewolf film by the title, put it that way. Okay, and number 5 is... Oh, this is an old one, Keith. What year was the first Dracula film released? The first feature-length Dracula film. Starring Bela Lugosi.
So...
And by the way, I do mean Bram Stoker's Dracula. Because there was, of course, Nosferatu, which had, what's his name in it? Max Schreck, who I always think is the guy from Batman. But that was in 1922, Nosferatu. So it's not that one. This is actually Dracula. 1922 was Nosferatu.
Yeah. Mind you, so
but this is actually Bram Stoker's Dracula film.
So that actually kind of fits in with what I was thinking, which is, I'm going to say... it's somewhere in between World War I and World War II. I don't know why.
Just fishing for that half point.
Yeah, can I put that as my answer? Somewhere between World War I and II.
Yeah, go on then.
I don't know. This is... Yeah, alright.
Well, let's go to the answers for How's About That?
Alright.
How's about that? Now then, how's about that? Oh God, Rob, we're talking about scary people again. Go on. You're not sure how you did on that one?
Not sure how. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well, let's find out. So, the first one was picture of a vampire.
Yeah.
Is it from Dusk Till Dawn, The Lost Boys, or Fright Night?
That has got to be The Lost Boys.
It is The Lost Boys, yeah.
Lost Boys?
Yeah, Lost Boys, yeah. Where do you put the intonation?
Classic.
Is it Lost Boys or Lost Boys?
Lost Boys.
Okay, Lost Boys, yeah, I say that as well. So, I've only ever seen it written down. So, okay, so the next one is this, werewolf. Is that from Dog Soldiers, Teen Wolf, or The Howling?
So, definitely not Teen Wolf, obviously.
Not Teen Wolf, correct.
Yeah. I was going to go with Dog Soldiers, I don't know why, because it was 50-50 guess. And then, burp. And then I thought... The Howling sounds scarier.
Yes.
So that's my logic. So I'm choosing The Howling.
It was The Howling. It was from The Howling, yes, yeah. Which reminds me, actually, that's another one. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Not as scary as I thought it was going to be. Because it's not.
Okay, so number 3.
Okay,
I
number
just got
3.
some letters written
so
down
I've got the 4 films. You have to say vamp or wolf. So I have Let the Right One In, Night Watch, not the Ewan McGregor film, Ginger Snaps, and Cursed.
So, Let the Right One In, 100% definitely a vampire one, because I read the book of that, as well as saw the movie.
So, then there was Night Watch.
I went werewolf, full moon. I mean, but at the same time, vampires, I went werewolf. It was a guess.
No, it's a vampire film.
Bollocks.
It's quite good, actually. They did a sequel to it called Day Watch as well. But yeah, very good film. If you haven't seen it and you have some time on your hands, check out Night Watch. And also check out the Ewan McGregor one as well. The other one was Ginger Snaps.
So, and I have some strange reasoning for this.
Go on.
I don't know of this movie. I'm going with vampire because vampires don't like garlic. Ginger's kind of similar to garlic.
Okay.
So vampires probably don't like it.
Okay. No, it's a
It's
werewolf
not similar
film.
to garlic, but it's
It's
a
about two
pungent-
girls and one of them becomes a werewolf. No, it's not. It's not. I could kind of see where you were going with that one, but no. Yes, vampires
Right.
don't like garlic. But do you know where that comes from?
Ginger
There is-
snaps.
No, sorry, the whole garlic thing. There is an element of truth in all of that. There's a condition, actually, King
There's
George
an
had it.
element of truth.
Yeah, the
right,
Madness of
all
King
right.
George is based on it. There is a condition, I can't remember what the abbreviation, but it's EPP, which is photosensitivity, where you literally can't go outside in daylight because you'll burn. Your skin will physically burn in daylight. Very few people suffer from it. They don't go out much, as you might imagine. So they only come out at night. And the part of the condition is actually that things like onion or anything acidic or like garlic will burn your skin as well because it's sensitive. So therefore, they would go out at night, they do this, and they couldn't have garlic or onion or anything. That's an actual,
is mental.
genuinely true condition. There is something
What did you say it was called? EPP?
Because I think it's called EPP, yeah. Basically,
gonna Google
there's a condition, actually, I think the condition is called porphyria. If you Google PORPHYRIE, porphyria. And one of the conditions they think Vlad the Impaler had, because they said they thought he had that condition and he would drink blood. Have you Googled it?
Well, no. How am I going to... There's no
okay.
Google on the pen and paper.
I'll get it
here.
up, but it's genuinely true.
I've written EPP so I can...
Yeah, but the
if I remember,
mythology
I'll
is,
Google it
if
later.
you're familiar with Lost Boys, can you remember when they have the guy and they throw garlic on him and he was like, what? And they're like, oh, maybe we were wrong then. And then at the end he says, no, because if you invite a vampire into your home, it renders you powerless, remember? And when he came to the door, he said to the guy, you're the man of the house, I'm not going to come in unless you invite me. And he said, you're invited. So then once he walks in, there's nothing they can do. Obviously that isn't related to the condition, the medical condition, but... Should we get on with this?
Swiftly on to it.
So,
right,
the
okay.
Wes Craven film Cursed.
Right. I'm going to say werewolf because I feel like out of the two,
Yes, it is.
werewolves are more cursed than
Yes.
vampires are.
Yeah,
or it's
it is.
seen as a curse more.
Yeah, it's exactly
So I got 2
Yeah.
of the 4.
that. Yeah, well done there. Okay, so number 4 is...
Sorry, just to wait, just to quickly recap for the people at home because we really went all over the place on that one. Just say the name of the films and whether they were vampire or werewolf.
Okay, so Let the Right One In, vampire.
Right.
Okay, Night Watch, vampire. Ginger Snaps, werewolf. Cursed, werewolf.
Okay. All right. And number
Okay, so number 4
4
was Corey Haim starred in a 1986 film. So Corey Haim starred in a film about a werewolf. What's the film?
So, is it
He's in a
Silver
wheelchair.
Bullet?
It is Silver Bullet, yes. Okay, so number 5 is I know how you hate these old ones, Keith. So the first Dracula, as in Bram Stoker's Dracula, movie was the one with Bela Lugosi. What year was it made?
I already answered. It was somewhere between World War One and 2. I have.
You are right.
I have arbitrarily picked the number 1935 because it kind of seemed right in the middle of the
You're
two.
not a million miles off. It's 1931.
Right. So 1930.
So is this?
So
yeah,
half a
it's not
point.
too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, and there's been millions of them.
He just says
since.
yeah now.
Well,
I've finally broken Mark to the half point thing. Before he was always arguing, no, there are no half points. Now he's just saying
yeah, now it's
yeah.
yes.
All right, so in that round, I got 5 out of a possible 8. 8?
Well done. Not bad, not bad.
2, 4.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
8.
this is round 4. Round 4 is
Whoa,
called
Mark.
Charles.
Say it properly, Mark. That brings us round 2. No, wait, that only works
Round
round
4.
2.
Round-
Okay, anyway, what's round 4?
Oh, I could say now it's time for round 4.
Okay, nice. I like it. Let's go with
Okay,
that.
so it's time for round 4, which is called Child's Play. P.S. Nothing to do with the film Child's Play. Yes, so as you see, it's called Child's Play, but the reason it's called that is because the hell's
I
wrong with you?
apologise for that. I told you before. I've got remember the
Oh yeah,
seasonal
you got,
cold
still got that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know
So
what it is.
anyway, so it's about. It's not about Child's Play. The round is about children or scary dolls in films. Okay, so I'm just going to say. I'm going to show you a picture of a child or something from a film. You have to tell me what film it's from.
All right.
Okay, you might think this is easy, Keith, but it's not. Okay, so picture number 1 is this creepy thing. This creepy doll. What film's that from? Okay, number 2 is this one.
Oh, that one's easy.
Oh, alright. Do you know that it's based on an Italian horror film? There's a film called Profondo Rosso, which is...
Well, what?
Profondo, it means deep red. It's an Italian film directed by Dario Argento, and there's a creepy doll. If I can get a clip of it... See? That's the doll that it's based on. Terrifying. But we're not interested in that one. We want to know... I nearly said the name of the film. This one. Okay, so number 3 is this little girl. What's the film? Now I've gone back now, Keith. So I've got a hard one for you here. What's
Here we go.
this one?
Here
It's
we
another
go.
little girl. Black and white. And it's not black and white but new. It's black and white and it is from the 50s.
Right. All right then.
And the last one is this little weirdo.
Right.
Yeah? Do you know what film that little freak show's from?
I do indeed.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking there's maybe 2 on there that I've definitely got you on. But, ready for the answers?
All right, I am ready for the answers.
Let's Okay, so welcome back to Child's Play. P.S. Nothing to do with the movie. Okay, so these are the answers. Pictures. Okay, first one was this.
So I'm not sure about this one, but I'm guessing Annabelle. I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen
Annabelle,
images.
yes. Which
of
is in the
movie.
Conjuring universe, isn't it? Yeah.
Right.
And apparently, yes, based on a true story. The second one
Yeah.
was this one.
Clearly Saw, right?
It is. It's from Saw. Yeah, it's Jigsaw's doll, isn't it? Okay, so the third
Yeah.
one is this little girl, who is played by Heather O'Rourke.
I'm guessing they're here. That is the
Exactly
Poltergeist.
right. Poltergeist. Yes. Poltergeist. She was in all 3 of them. Yeah. So this is the one that's going to get you. Keith, I will literally give you £500 if you know the film, the year, and the actress. I'll literally transfer it to you right now.
Can I just have the money anyway? So
well-
I have just taken a shot in the dark, a terrible shot in the dark, and I've just written Evil Girl.
Evil Girl. It was Evil Girl. What year did you say?
You're winding me up. There's no way it is Evil
I was going
Girl.
to say yes to everything there. No, it's the actress' name is Paddy McCormack, and it's from the 1956 film. It's from the 1956 film The Bad Seed. Quite creepy about a little girl who kills people.
Seed.
This little one.
Yeah. So I believe that is Children of the Corn.
It is. His name's Isaac. Yeah, Isaac and is it Malachi? Yeah, that's Isaac from Children of the Corn. Yeah, and it's Stephen King, so I knew you'd get that one.
Yeah, I was going to say another Stephen King one. Which so actually that one I haven't read the book of because I've read a huge amount of Stephen King books. That said, how many books has that guy written by now? But apparently the ending of the movie 9. Apparently the ending of the movie was changed for that to be a lot more upbeat. I'm not sure what the ending. Yeah, well, apparently the ending of the book is quite dark.
Okay.
But actually, I tell you what. Have you seen the movie The Mist?
Yes.
Another Stephen King movie.
That is one of the most shocking endings I've ever seen in a film.
So they did the opposite in that because I read the book. I saw the movie first, but I ended up reading the book because it was like in one of the collections of like his short stories. And in the short story, it was just literally like the army come up and save them. And the movie.
In the film, that is not what happens at all.
That is, you know what? I was gonna just say what happens, but. You know what? I'd rather not. If you haven't seen it and you want to see one of the darkest endings you can possibly imagine, watch The Mist.
Yeah. And also as
the movie, not the TV series.
Bear in mind, Shawshank Redemption was written by Stephen King, wasn't it? It is actually cool because they all Stephen King's, whatever Stephen King's. That was Stephen King's The Shawshank Redemption, but apparently he didn't like the screenplay version, so he took his name off. And now, according to IMDb, it's the highest rated film of all time.
No way.
It beats The Godfather, everything like that. So I bet he's a bit gutted about that now, isn't he? I'm sure he's not
only that,
starving.
So again, that was a short story because he likes to do his little collection of short stories. I think it was Different Seasons was the name of the collection. And so in that same book, so it was 4 stories. The last one, The Breathing Method, was rubbish. But the other 3 were the Shawshank Redemption, Apt Pupil, and The Body, aka Stand By Me. Those 3 stories were all in the same book.
Stand By Me.
And they're all amazing.
We haven't even mentioned, Keith, that Japan do very good horror films, don't they?
They do, yeah. They're rather famous for it.
They're known for their horror. I mean, there's some really, really messed up ones, like Men Behind, just some really, really messed up Japanese films, But then I quite like a lot of Italian horror films. Spanish horror films are actually quite good as well. Yeah. And there's very few, but there's a couple of French ones. Like Le Diabolique is quite good. Switchblade Romance, have you seen that?
No.
The French title is called Haute Tension, which is high tension. It's a little house in the south of France. Bad things happen. Amazing twist.
Love the south of France.
I love the south of France as well. I bet I love it more than you as well. Yeah. The wife and I went there last year. Just spent like a week wine tasting in a lovely big house. It was amazing.
Sounds wonderful.
It was amazing. Amazing.
Amazing.
Because maison is French for house, and it was amazing. Yes. Oh, that was brilliant. Shall we end it there?
Okay, yeah.
So anyway, that is the end of the round and sadly the end of the quiz. We hope you all had a good time. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, and we really would like to see you back next week for another thrilling episode of Lights Camera Quiz.